In the softness of candlelight and the sharp pain of death, a man named Cleve Jones originated the idea of the quilt. The quilt is a project of over 10,000 squares, each commemorating an AIDS victim. The squares were quilted and sewn in community, and together form a monument covering hundreds of acres. Tonight, we give you our human quilt, a way for all of us to pay tribute to those who have suffered and died with AIDS. This is a way for us to say hello, goodbye, we knew you, we loved you, and we remember you. It is a way for us to join with those who have died of AIDS to make a noise, a joyful, angry, booming noise into the silence that continues to sentence us to death. We speak tonight to the sorrow, the sadness we feel for all of the men, women, and children whom we have lost. We also cry out in this dark against the damning silence and misunderstanding that surrounds AIDS. Let the words and feelings of this small group of souls in this tiny town, in this secluded valley, make enough noise to begin a whole chain of clamorings and cries so that we may rise up and win this awesome fight, a fight to the death against AIDS and its colluders. Let us listen, hear, and mourn together.
This reading is dedicated to the memory of the pianist Paul Jacobs and to Libby Santiago, a friend. Both men have died of AIDS. The poem is The Poet's Death by Rilke. He lies there. The uplifted face appears pale and denying in the pillow's skew. Now that the outer world, and that he knew of it, torn off from sense and view, has fallen back to the indifferent years. Those knowing him alive were unaware he was so of a piece with all of this. For these, the sunken lands, the meadows there, these waters were the very essence of his face. His face, oh yes, all that was far and wide, which still is seeking out and wooing him. While this, his mask, now growing sadly dim, lies tender and exposed like the inside of an aired fruit decaying at the rim.
Vicki Hudson shared these words with a quilt that she submitted for Stephen. Stephen had AIDS when I met him in 1981. We were all frightened about his sickness. He had been deserted by his lover and his family. So much fear and ignorance then. Once he and I were dancing, and when a slow song began to play, he begged for me to hold him and dance with him, to hug him. He was drenched in sweat and saw the fear in my face at coming in such close contact with him. It's 1987 now, and I know that holding an AIDS victim is not going to give me the virus.